Hi, it's Kay again with Modest Me Design. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do DIY projects for your home, home decor, and home organization. Today I'm participating in the Spring DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by Christina, the DIY Mommy. I'm going to be showing you how I created this floral arrangement for spring with touches of Easter that can be easily removed so that you can continue to use the arrangement throughout the spring season. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the playlist in my description box so that you can visit all the other channels that are participating in this challenge. Let's get started. Okay, right now we want to work on a floral arrangement, and I've got this huge bowl, and I guess this is more what used to be a fish bowl. It's so big, but I just saw it and had some ideas flash through my head. So we're going to try it and see how things work out. I'm unable to tell you from the beginning exactly what supplies you will need because I'm not sure what I'm going to use. So at the end, I'll make sure I put them in the description. Okay. Sorry, I cleaned this bowl, but now I'm starting to see a few things. And excuse my hands if they appear a little dry. My skin is very dry this winter, and I did not want to lather up in lotion and then end up with smudge prints all over this glass. So the first thing I'm going to start with are these hydrangea. I think is how you say it right, hydrangea. And these were $3 each at Walmart. The idea is I want a big poof of hydrangea and other flowers showing in this bottom here. So I'm going to have to cut these stems kind of short. But if you do this arrangement, keep the stems. So later on, if you decide you want to do something else with the hydrangea in a tall arrangement, you just take some floral wire and run it along the stem and the stem that's left on your plant, on your flower. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut these. I got to cut them. There we go. I've had carpal tunnel surgery on both my hands, and my hands aren't very strong. But we're going to make this work. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I was saying that if you keep them, you can reconnect them with some floral tape. And that way you can use them again as something tall. And since the floral tape is green, it's not even noticeable. So I want these to kind of sit in the center. So I think I'm going to have to put, if I just lay it in, it'll be too low. So I'm going to mix it in with some of these white roses. So I'm going to lay some of them in. And this whole bunch from Walmart is $3. So that's quite a few roses. I was in the store counting them. I think it's 7. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so when you're buying flowers from a store, kind of check and see. I'm just laying this in here to see how long I want the stems. Check and see how many are on a bunch. And then make sure the bunch you pick up has that many. Because you can get home and have 7 on one and 5 on another. And that way, if that happens, you've kind of cheated yourself. And that's about, I guess, a 3-inch stem for these. And how long that stem is going to depend on, you know, the size of your bowl or container that you're using. I think that's going to work for me to start with, to just have one huge block in the center. And when I get up here with the top of, oof, whatever arrangement comes out of the bowl, I may have to add some more. And I'll figure out how I'm going to do that and hide it at the same time. My bowl has the curve, so I have to make sure that's right in the center. All right, what I want to do, I'm going to try to see how that looks. Yep, that's right on the very bottom. We will layer. Make sure that's going to be in enough on both sides that fits right into the bottom of the bowl without making the flower look like it's crushed. And yes, that's working. So I'm going to take a second and just put some around this bottom layer. And the ones on the side, I'm kind of putting in at an angle. So kind of, if this is the front, it's going in like, if this is your flat surface, it's going in like this a little bit. And that way it'll meet up with both flowers. So you don't have gaps, so it's filled in there. And yet it's also filled in on that side. Try that again on this end. I'm going to need one more. And I hope I bought enough flowers. I have 3 of these bunches of roses, so that's 7, 14, 21 roses in total. All right. So, if you can see this bottom layer of my roses. And I think I'm going to need, I don't know if I need another layer or not. If I can just stand this, not stand it up, but put it in so that it's at the right layer, right height. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. The ones, because this is wide, the ones on each end, they're touching the sides of the bowl, but the ones on this one, because this is in a little further from the side, they're not touching the edge of the bowl. So I actually need to pull them out from my foam a little bit. Just a little tidbit. There we go. So now it's touching the edge of the bowl all the way around, which is what I wanted. Tell you something, when you have these ideas in your head and you're like trying to make sure, trying to see if you can bring them to life. There we go. All right, I pulled them all out a little bit so they're actually touching the sides of the bowl. And even with these, they have wire stems all put together. Shape them, fluff them out. They get pushed down and while they're being shipped. So shape them back up. I'm gonna have to take this leaf off so I can get this down in here. I keep all my green because you're gonna put something together later and you're gonna just need one leaf to finish it up. I keep all my green. Okay, I'm gonna start on one of these wide sides, and I'm trying to position it so that it's right above the white flowers when I get it pushed in. I don't want it all the way in because it's going to come out to the side of the bowl, so I can push this in a little bit more. That's pretty. Now, since I only have 3, I guess I'll choose, since that's on this side here, I'm going to choose these 2 angles to do my other 2. Take this leaf off again. I'll leave that on there because I might need that stem. And shape, shape, shape. Lesson learned by 4. Oh. And all right, I can put it in about here. Okay. Okay. Got 2 in. 1 more. Push that in a little bit more because it's getting mashed on the side of the bowl. There we go. And that's actually puncturing through on the other side, so watch your hands because that can happen. And choose this other corner. Oh, yes, I can see right away it needs to be fluffed up some. There we go. It's about the same height. There we go, got it now. All right. And this is working how I want it to work, which is wonderful. Nothing better. Okay, I got them in. I think I can push them in a little teeny bit more, just again so they're not mashing against the side of the bowl. I'm going to choose to push that one in because that's the easiest one. Before I set this in here and finish, I'm going to have to, which one did I start cutting on? 2, 4, 6, this one. I'm going to have to clean the bowl again because this styrofoam just kind of crumbles. And I'm feeling it all over my hand, and I can already see it all over the bowl. Looks like little dust on the bowl. So I'm going to take a second and cut some more roses. What I'm going to do now is just go around and, where I have these bare spots, start filling them in on the lower level, and I'll see what I'm going to do when I get to the top. But the bottom can have more white. And your fingers are going to kind of mash the flowers as you're putting them in, so once you get it in there, fluff it up a little bit. Give it a little fluff. Let them know that you love them. Okay, get that one in low enough. There we go. All right. I think I'm going to come right on up with some white roses and pray I have enough. I think I am, because these blooms are pretty big. Do I see green? Yep, I see green in there. I am just moving my well, I'll shape that later because I'm gonna have to take that back out and clean the bowl. There's no sense in getting it perfect now. think I'm going to use all of this. So it was, again, 3 bunches of white roses, and it had 7 each. 7 roses, and these roses are nice and full. So if you, I've seen some others on YouTube using these white roses from Walmart. If you used them in one of your designs, let me know. Leave me a comment so I can come and see what you, look at your channel and see what you did with them. Because I love to see how other people are using things. Okay. Sometimes you can have tunnel vision, only see things one way. And then when somebody else does something, you go, oh, I never thought of that. And actually, I'm just trying to visually put them in where they're needed so that no green foam is showing. No rhyme or reason, just covering the green. That's all I'm thinking about right now. And I did it. Now, what I don't like is these huge gaps in here. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is reach in, and the ones that are right at that mid-level, there we go, pull them out so that it look like it's a huge gap. Then when you pull them out, you may have to fluff a little bit to make sure there's no green showing again. Make them even with the blue hydrangeas. Okay, take my cloth. Hope I don't mash them. And take my paper towel and just kind of dust this out again. That's quite a bit. It's brushed off in here. You see I made quite a mess, but I promise I'll clean it up when I'm through. All right. Now that's in there. Okay, I'm back with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 8 lilies. Let's see how many I use. And I'm noticing, I don't know why, some of them have very thick stems, some very thin. So I'll save the thick ones, make sure I try to place them in the middle. Move my glasses so they don't get all scratched up. I have this piece. Again, I don't know what it is, but something I picked up. I think I got that at Joann's too. These are either Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. Okay, I have that. I have my lilies. Okay. What I'm seeing right away is I have very little acreage to work on. I'm not going to take that back out. I'm going to just show you with another block of foam that since the top is all that's standing up, this is the area I'm actually working with to do my arrangement. So we'll see how that works out, and if not, we're going to figure something out. I may have to string them together. So these big stems can take up that space by themselves. Think how tall I want them to be. I don't want to have enough to fill in, so I'm going to bring it down. Let's see. Yeah, think about there. So I'm going to cut him here. God, I hope this is plastic, or else I'll never cut through all of this. Yes, it's plastic. Thank you. It was easy, relatively easy to cut through. And I'm going to cut these other ones, making sure I get them at, let me see, different heights. And let's see which one was the tallest one. You are. See if I can shape this a little. See if I can get you right in the center. There we go. So you're going to be my tallest one. When they're in there, I want them to kind of, I don't know if I want to shape it or let it fall over on its own. It's time goes by. One. Let's see if I can make a triangle around you. Two. Not exactly the same height as this. Well, maybe it is. I didn't want it to be. Let me push it down a little bit further then. There we go. Two. Three. All right. All right. So far, this base is being nice to me. It's not complaining about the weight, and you were too tall. So you've got to come down a little bit more for that spot. And you see I'm back at my breakfast bar. This just seems to be the best place for me right now. I have space, I have light, and I'm just gonna work with it until I can do something different. And I'm shaping. Okay, that's coming together. All right, let's see what I got here. I got spread them out a little bit. You do seem to be, all right, let me see what's going on here. You are leaning a little bit. Maybe because I wasn't looking at you quite straight when I put you in, and that's what I did. I got everything going forward. If I put that there, all right, that's better. Okay, I have to watch this, make sure I hold it steady. Okay, one over here. One over here. Let's see. Which one is taller? That one. finish. A little bit of here and there. And bring you out here. Stand you back up a little bit. And then you over a little bit. All right, I've been up close for a long time. Let's step back. Okay. Okay. All right. It's the effect I want. Now I need is filler at this level, just a little bit in here. And then I've got to decide if I'm going to have anything spill over. So here's my arrangement. Sorry I lost some footage, but this flower is the last flower I was working on. And what I added in was this greenery. I had 4 pieces of those, and it had 3 little branches each, so that's 12 with some, leaves to add in some filler so you can't see the foam. And then I added in a little touch of Easter. These butterflies and a few Easter eggs. And this is my final arrangement. And I set it up on that bar cart that I purchased from a thrift store. And that's in one of my thrift hauls. If you want to see it, I'll link that also below. But here's my final DIY arrangement for the Spring DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by Christina, the DIY Mommy. So I'll just walk around a little bit and let you see it from a few different angles. I was really happy with how this turned out. And I know I'll leave this up for the spring and probably for the summer too. Now don't forget, this is a collaboration hosted by Christina, the DIY Mommy. And so there's a playlist in my description with a list of others who are participating in this challenge. Please don't forget to stop by and visit their channels. I'm sure there'll be some wonderful projects that you can do for yourself for the spring season. One more time, thanks again. I really do appreciate you spending this time with me. And I'll talk to you again real soon.